Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to unbox and give our first impressions on a handgun, the Ruger LC9S Pro. Our YouTube channel is primarily going to be about games, movies, and electronics. However, shooting is one of our favorite hobbies, and being a responsible gun owner is one of our priorities. With that said, let's go ahead and check out the Ruger LC9S. So we'll just go ahead and take a look at the box. So the Ruger LC9S Pro is a 9mm. There is a LC9S version of this, which actually came first. That model has a safety and a magazine disconnect. This one does not have either of those. Alright, so let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, of course the first thing in the box is going to be the handgun. We'll save that for later. We're gonna go ahead and look at the other things first. So of course you're gonna have your standard cable lock if you want to transport the weapon, check it in at an airport or whatever, or just to keep it safe and locked up, you might consider using that. The other inserts we have is, looks like join the NRA today, so you have that, membership type, magazines, you have that. You do have a cool Ruger sticker right here, and let's see what else we got. And then we also have the instruction manual. Not too lengthy, but it does seem to go over the basics and everything you need to go over with your firearm. You also have the Ruger sportswear and accessories shop on their website. Here's the back of that insert, and then a special thank you. And this looks a little bit handy. Save 20% on Ruger sportswear and accessories. I personally shop elsewhere than going to the firearm website because it's pretty much full retail with 20% off, but it's really not a good savings when you look at the whole picture. And here is a recall, I believe, on this Ruger pistol, and we'll go ahead and open it up. So here's what it is on the inside. So it looks like Ruger is doing a recall on this single action revolver, and it looks like they're offering to replace the entire operating system due to the potential of an accidental discharge. Don't have that revolver, so that doesn't pertain to me. And then I have a little insert regarding some Ruger knives. So quite a long insert here. I'm also happy with the knife I have right now, so I probably won't be buying that either. Let me shut this. Okay, so let's go ahead and put all this back in the box. First of all, that's it in the box. So made in the USA. That's always good, right? Okay, here's a lock. Okay, so here is the pistol. So we'll go ahead and open it up. Set the plastic aside. Again, this is the Ruger LC9S Pro. There is the regular model that came out first. This came out a few months after that. That first model comes with a safety right here, and also magazine disconnect. So it does not fire if you do not have the magazine in place. I don't really feel like I need any of those features. Every shooter is different and has their own preferences. I don't feel like I need that personally. I just feel like it's a little bit something extra to deal with. So let's go ahead and take off this rubber band here, and then I also want to show that this is unloaded. Of course you have this plastic safety here, so there is not going to be a round in the chamber. And I also want to show here on the magazine there is nothing, no bullet, nothing to accidentally discharge the weapon. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off the sticker. Set that to the side. So my first impressions on the gun, I really do like the ergonomics of the pistol. It's really subtle, but I like the checkered pattern right here. I'm going to put some Talon grips on here relatively soon, but as you see here, there is a groove here, and it is a little bit grippy, so my fingers fit right into this groove. My hand does fit really well into the back of the pistol here, this little beaver tail. I like the checkered grip on the side. I do have a shield that I'm going to unbox later, and that I've shot that at the range before, and it is a little slippery in my hand, so it is a welcome addition to see this checkered grip. So there is also some grooves here for you to hold on to, and even it's subtle, but even with the magazine there is a groove right here for you to kind of pull out the magazine if it jams a little bit. So it is a 7 round magazine, so you got 7+1, including the one in the chamber. So let's go ahead and look at the sights. So sights, it is a little short, but everything is rounded, so it's really easy to conceal. So you have the end of the slide here, over around here, even the top of the sights, it's really rounded off, so it does not seem like it's going to catch on anything. So I don't really think that it's the best looking pistol, but it feels great in my hands. And when I saw this at the store, of course one of the best things that drew me to this is the trigger. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you a little bit about the trigger, so just to verify that it is unloaded. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. You'll see just a little bit, very smooth back. Boom. Really nice, super crisp clean break. It feels phenomenal. I really like this. I shot it really well at the range, and that's why I went ahead and bought one. So I encourage you guys to shoot a pistol before you buy one. What else can I say? So one thing that people do not like about this pistol, it does require extra step. To get the slide off, you do have to take off this little pin, not accessible until you move this part down, and it's really simple. So you move that slide down, and then you push this back just a hair, and you can see that it exposes that pin. And people gripe about how you need a tool to punch it out, or you need this or that, or a paper clip or something to punch it out. Honestly, I don't think you really need anything. I've had a lot of success of just, pushing this down and flipping the gun to this side and just pulling it back a little bit, and then just shaking the gun a little bit, and there, it just fell. It's that simple. I don't know why it's such a big deal for some people to take down their weapon. Okay, so after you remove the pin here, it's a nice solid pin. It does seem quite easy to lose, so don't lose that thing. So after you remove that, you're just gonna pull the trigger, and then the slide comes right off, and it's really that simple. So I did have the magazine in place. I would suggest not having that, but we did safety check this earlier. But just for your own protection and just to avoid any potential accidental discharge, you want to remove the magazine. But as you see there, it's empty. So let's go ahead and remove that. I'll slide this back on there. To reassemble the pistol, you're going to have to take the slide and pull it back about a centimeter. Of course, make sure the gun is unloaded, because one easy way that I found to put the pin back is just kind of to push up on the front of the slide and then drop it in, and it was that simple. So I'll go ahead and show you again. That simple to drop out, right? So here's the pin. It's in one hand. I'm pushing up back on the slide, and I'm dropping it in, and that's it. To ensure that it doesn't come out, you want to make sure that lever is back up, and it's back up. So that's it. Alright guys, so one thing that I did forget that I pulled out of the box earlier when I opened it was this pinky extension grip. So it's really extremely easy to replace. I do want it to be more easily concealed, so I have the flat base plate on there. But you do have the pinky extension that helps get a full grip on there. So when I have the gun And I have, fairly small, I would say honestly average size hands. I can get maybe a little piece of my pinky on there, and that's about it. And like I said, I've shot this at the range before, and I shoot it really well. It is quite accurate. The maximum at my range was that I went to was about 15 yards, and I shot it really well at 15 yards. So some of you guys may be concerned about how small it is. I really like that small form factor. I feel like it does get into the realm of being a pocket pistol. It is 7+1 rounds of 9mm. The barrel is 3.1 inches in length. So when I do get some other guns, I'm going to be comparing this side by side with the Smith & Wesson Shield and with the Springfield XDS, and then later hopefully I'll get to compare it to a Glock 43 or a Glock Model 26. One other thing I do want to point out is it does come with one magazine, and honestly the price point on this is pretty cheap, but you do have to factor in getting another magazine, or at least that's my recommendation. Alright guys, that pretty much sums it up for the unboxing. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for future content. I would be more than happy to answer any questions you might have about the LC9S. In the meantime, I'm gonna go eat some rice.